Do you know what happened in Sri Lanka and how inflation affected their economy? Where people couldn't able to buy basic food, families struggled to buy medicines, and life suddenly became almost impossible. But why? How did a country where people were living normally and one day they wake up and heard their money became worthless? Because the money they saved, the money they trusted, lost its value. But here is the scary part. This is not just about Sri Lanka's story. It can be a story of any country where inflation goes out of control. So let's understand the enemy that quietly weakens our money every single year. What is inflation? Let's understand this with an analogy. Let's say we go to a market to buy vegetables and ask for 1 kg of tomatoes. And the shopkeeper will say 1 kg of tomatoes, 100 rupees. But yesterday it was 20, but now he is saying 100. You ask for the reason. Bro, yesterday it was just 20 rupees, right? Today you are saying 100? Yes, sir. Today's market price is 100 rupees. So, what is this market price and who decides it? Let's understand. Generally, these price differences mean based on demand and supply. So, what is this demand and supply? If there is a farmer who can produce 1,000 cases of tomato and supply it to the market, and there are 2,000 people to buy it, what will happen? Obviously, the farmer will increase the price, right? So, if there is high in demand, the prices will go up. If there is low in demand, the prices will come down. So, when inflation is high, your purchasing capacity will come down because with the 20 rupees, you couldn't able to buy 1 kg of tomatoes because today's market price is 100 rupees. So, yes, inflation makes your purchasing capacity lower. If you have 1000 rupees in your bank account today, the same 1000 rupees next year will become 960 rupees because every year inflation rate is at 6% and the bank will give you only 2 to 3% of interest for your 1000 rupees. And here is the question, why do we need to know about inflation? Let's see. We all know there will be a godfather bank for all other banks in any country, like RBI in India, Federal Bank in USA. When inflation goes out of control, these banks will enter and regulate how much money should flow into the economy. To control inflation, RBI uses a tool called repo rate, means the interest rates at which banks have to borrow money from RBI. So, when inflation is high, RBI increases the repo rate so that banks have to borrow money at higher interest rates. Based on this, banks will provide loans at higher interest rates like housing loans, car loans, and personal loans. If we see another side of the coin, the banks will give more loans at lower interest rates and provide offers in Amazon and Flipkart. And I still remember I was in 6th or 7th standard. I had an idea. Why can't RBI print more cash and give it to the people, whoever need it, so that they can buy whatever they want? But now it makes sense. If RBI print more cash, more purchasing capacity, so that the basic needs like food, fuel, clothes will go out of stock and the crisis will come. And generally they print based on the goods and services we provide. If we come back to Sri Lanka's story, there are four main reasons why they went into the crisis. Point number one. Over the years, Sri Lanka borrowed money from foreign banks and they have so much of debt on them. Point number two. Declining in foreign reserves so that they couldn't able to import the basic needs like food, fuel, raw materials. Point number three. The central bank increased the currency circulation without matching the growth in goods and services. That diluted Sri Lankan currency. Point number four. During pandemic, the tourism dropped and foreign revenue declined. Exports stopped and imports cost has increased. So that they saw the pressure in their economy and prices increased enormously. As of 2024, Sri Lanka saw the GDP growth of approx 5%. It means their economy growing up again. While I was knowing about inflation, I saw a video of Venezuela where people wants to buy a chocolate with a bag full of cash. Just imagine how their life will be there. And if you haven't watched the first video of this Finance Basic series, please do watch it here and I'll see you in the next one.
8, 20, 40 hours just to get some fuel. For gas, people wait in line even further. For medicine, if I get bitten by a dog with rabies, I will die. That's how far we've come as a country because we don't have the injections for it.